Hello guys, this is Mr. Kareem and today we will talk about punctuation and especially the punctuating of the dialogue. But at the beginning we have to understand what's the meaning of the word dialogue. Actually, it's the same meaning of the speech, which is a conversation between two or more people. So the words that you speak or say for someone is called a dialogue or speech. When you write the dialogue in the English writing, you have to follow some rules to be a formal or official writing. Okay, so number one, before and after a person's exact words, before the words that's said by someone, you have to put the punctuating marks or the punctuation marks. So for example, here we have Alex said, so this is the dialogue said by Alex. So that's why we put the quotation marks before and after. Okay, Alex said the crowds at the airport were huge. That's why we added the quotation marks here and also the comma. This is called punctuating the dialogue said by Alex. Number two, the second rule, that you have to place a question mark or an exclamation mark inside the quotation marks. Please guys, take care of this point because sometimes you forget and you put the question mark outside the quotation mark. So it must be inside, but we have a simple point here that the quotation marks, like the question or the exclamation, will be related to the question, which is also a part of the sentence. So the full sentence will be a question. That's why we will put the quotation marks inside, not outside. Let's see the example. How much time do we have? How much time do we have? So this is a sentence and the question is a part of it. That's why we have to put the question mark inside the quotation marks, not outside. Ask Robin. Number three, the third rule, use a comma to split the speech from the rest of the sentence. So we will use a comma to split, to cut the speech said by someone from the rest of the sentence. Let's see an example. I have never seen it this crowded. Alex nodded. So this is the speech said by Alex. Okay, that's why we put the quotation marks and also we split or we cut using the comma from the other part that Alex noted outside the dialogue, outside the speech. Okay, guys, so don't forget to put the comma. Number four, the rule number four, that you have to use quotation marks around each part of a divided quotation. What does it mean? If you have more than one quotation, one or more quotations or dialogue in the sentence, you have to use the quotation marks around them. Let's see. Honestly, this is the first one, said Alex. Number two, flying makes me nervous. So we have two dialogues here or two quotations said by Alex. So for each one, we have to put the quotation marks for each one of them. The last rule, start a new paragraph every time the speaker changes. So example, can I stop and buy a magazine? Robin said. So this is the first sentence said by Robin. That's why we started the sentence here and started with the quotation marks. But the answer by Alex, you can't start writing the answer here. Okay guys, you have to start a new paragraph every time the speaker changes. So here Robin the speaker, here Alex the speaker, so we have to start a new paragraph or a new sentence in a new line while you are writing. So the answer, you'll miss the flight. Alex's reply was quick. So Alex replied on Robin's speech by a new one. That's why I wrote it in a new line. Okay, I hope you understand this part. Let's watch a video explaining more.
Welcome to Grammar for Kids, Chapter 4, Punctuating Dialogue, Part 1. What is a dialogue? A dialogue is a conversation between two characters. A dialogue can tell a story, explain a character's reaction, or help the reader understand what the main character is thinking. A dialogue contains what the character said and the dialogue tag. The sentence that the character says begins and ends with quotation marks. In the sentence below, "Do you like cake?" Tina asked. "Do you like cake" is the sentence that Tina says, and "Tina asked" is the dialogue tag. In a dialogue, quotation marks belong before the first word and after the final word that the character says. When you think of quotation marks, think of a door that opens and closes. The opening quotation mark opens the dialogue and begins the spoken sentence. In the sentence below, "The city looks beautiful at night," said Jean. The opening quotation mark goes before the word "the," since "the" is the first word of the spoken sentence. The closing quotation mark closes the sentence and lets the reader know that the spoken sentence is complete. In the sentence below, "The city looks beautiful at night," said Jean. The closing quotation mark goes after "night," the final word that Jean says. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and add quotation marks before and after the following character dialogue sentences. Here are the correct responses. In a dialogue, the first letter of the first word is capitalized. In the sentence below, "Don't you love baking cupcakes?" asked Karen. The D in "don't" is capitalized because "don't" is the first word that Karen says. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and capitalize the first letter of each character dialogue. Here are the correct responses. The dialogue tag tells the reader who is speaking and how they are speaking. In the sentence below, "I really like playing fetch," barked Rover. The dialogue tag is barked Rover. Barked is how Rover spoke, and Rover is the who, or in this case, what spoke. The comma separates the spoken words from the dialogue tag. In the sentence below, "I had a great time at the party," said Jessica. The comma separates the spoken words from the dialogue tag. The position of the comma depends on where the dialogue tag is in the sentence. Think of the comma as a separator. If the dialogue tag comes after the spoken words, the comma belongs right before the closing quotation mark. If the dialogue tag comes before the spoken words, the comma belongs after the dialogue tag to separate the spoken words from the dialogue tag. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and place the commas in their proper positions. Remember, the comma either goes before the dialogue tag, inside the closing quotation mark, or after the dialogue tag. Here are the correct responses. In the next chapter, we will review there, and there. Until next time.
Okay guys, so I hope that you get benefit from this video. I think it's very simple and clear. So please, if you have any questions, just ask me and I'm ready to answer your questions. So don't forget to do your homework, page 282 in your grammar book, and see you next time. Thank you so much.